Yo, Hattie fucking Kanyo.
She here. She
What?
said yes.
What's up?
She wants to come hang out with us. It's amazing. It's awesome.
Let's freaking roll. Wildland firefighter, CrossFit Games athlete, winner of Kill Taylor, which by the way was fire, and we'll get into that because that was awesome, girl.
Yeah.
That was so fun.
Oh,
I'm
dude.
glad I ended up doing it.
I'm glad you did too. Like, I'm really pumped. And honestly, I've never seen them cheer for somebody to win the way that they cheered for you to win.
That was pretty awesome.
I mean, you beating Taylor is what everybody wants. So I mean,
right? I tried like 3 other times.
Yeah, you were
So finally.
You did the one with the handstand walk too, right? That was the first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was so crazy. You were awesome. I was like,
it was like the talent show one or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. Vindicate. Hattie the baddie. Yeah.
Well, Corey said it first. You better give him some love.
Sorry, Corey.
His feelings will be hurt.
My bad. Hattie the baddie. Yeah.
And wasn't there one that you just randomly called in and you like touched your toes, warmed up for 2 seconds, and then just went and did it? Wasn't it like a burpee box jump over or something?
It was a sandbag over and burpee or whatever. And yeah, I didn't warm up at all. And I felt it after. I was just like, that was not smart. But
was it just one of those things where you were like, fuck it, I'm just going to call, or like it's something that you're really good at, or you were just like, it is what it is? I mean,
I'm good at burpee box jump overs and burpee get overs, but with the sandbag, I was like, I don't know, but I just wanted to call in. I had a little bit of time after. I think I coached class that day as well. So it was just right after class. I have a friend at the gym and he just loves watching Kill Taylor. And so he was like, let's call in. So we did. And yeah.
Is that what
should have made him do it?
I know.
Is that what it is? Did you find Kill Taylor through like your friends, or did you just find Kill Taylor because you had been on Savon's podcast before, or how did you find it?
No, I usually watch Savon's podcast every morning before I coach. So he starts at 8 my time, but I coach at 9. So I at least get maybe half an hour of his podcast in. Not every morning, but most mornings when I'm just cooking breakfast, I slap it on. And yeah, I think that's where I started listening to it. And then my friend talks about it a lot too. So yeah.
I love you on Kill Taylor. I think you should call in to Kill Taylor like every time that he Vindicate. You're good at taking your shirt off mid box. Yeah, girl. That was
girl.
During that, in the middle of it, I was like, this is a mistake. What am I doing? Please don't fall. Please don't fall. And then I made it and I just thought, wow, okay.
There's no turning back from that, though. You're like, all right, we commit into this and we're just going to jump in. Have you always had that kind of personality of like, well, we're going to jump in and see what happens? Are you a planner? Like what's your personality like?
Yeah, I think I'm more of just jump in and see what happens. I mean, like the Kill Taylor, right? Don't warm up, jump in and see what happens. Yeah, I don't plan very much. No, actually, yeah, I don't plan too much at all because my boyfriend and I travel a lot and he's the planner. He likes things ready. He, books the hotel in advance. He books the whatever. And I went on a big backpacking trip. This was my first backpacking trip ever with some girlfriends from firefighting. We didn't book one thing. We just got there. We found the first hostel that we could find, $5 hostel.
No.
This one seems fine. But it was in Central America. They were pretty nice, actually.
No.
They're really cheap. They weren't too bad.
You stayed in a hostel in South America, girl.
Oh yeah, lots of hostels.
No, you have to protect yourself. You're supposed to be in bubble wrap at all times. You cannot do this.
Hey, there was 3 of us, and I mean, I guess I was pretty beefy, so probably people weren't gonna touch me, but
she was scaring everybody off.
Yeah.
Where in South America? I hung out in Brazil for a little while.
We were in Central America, but we were in Belize, Honduras, Nicaragua, and then ended in Costa Rica.
everything other than Costa Rica, don't stay in why are you staying in hostels, girl? Oh, okay, fine. You're a firefighter. We should get to that.
Backpacking. They just
Like,
wanted to backpack
okay.
it.
Oh
And
God.
for my first time, I just trusted the process and did it.
And everything worked out. She's here.
And
Everything's
everything
fine.
worked out.
Everything's fine.
Did you hit like CrossFit gyms while you were down there, or this was before that?
This was when I was pretty new. Like I didn't even have ring muscle ups yet, but I did hit one in Belize. And they were so awesome. They're trying to help me get my first ring muscle up. And at first it was a little intimidating going in there because a lot of the girls would just look over at me and be like, who is this girl? And then as soon as we partnered up and then we started working out, it was awesome. And the community was amazing. I mean, a new person walks into your gym and you're just like, who's this? And then you start talking to them and you're like, no, we're all good.
We all experienced that.
Is this the Bad Bunny thing, right? Like everybody's mad that Bad Bunny is going to be the halftime show at the Super Bowl, but it's like, hey, the NFL wants exposure in other countries, and if you throw Bad Bunny into, there's going to be a lot of people that watch that wouldn't have watched otherwise. Same reason like I watched the halftime show a couple years ago when it was like Dr. Dre and like it was my 90s nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that was the best halftime show that I ever saw.
So I'm waiting for it. Okay. All right, cool. Like I love it because I know Brazil is huge into CrossFit, and like I'm hoping a lot of other Joseph, God, you're so judgmental sometimes. Damn. Oh, well, you changed your picture.
I didn't even know who that was. And then my brother told me about Bad Bunny. He said that he's been listening to Bad Bunny forever before he even got big, and then showed me one song that I might know. And I was like, oh yeah, I do know this song. I think I only know one song, but yeah.
None of us. I don't know it either. And I like Spanish music. I listen to a lot of Spanish music. I listen to a lot of Brazilian music. And I don't know it either, but I'm like ready for it. I don't know if it's like reggaeton or like, you know, just legit Spanish rap. I have no idea, but I'm here for it.
It's painful.
Indicate it's painful. Okay. All right.
We all want Dr. Dre and Eminem and Snoop to come back on.
Just give it a chance, Travis.
You know. I'm trying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I definitely want to talk about your Kill Taylor, and I don't like, I want to talk about the workout, but the night before you said something about how you had some spicy margaritas or some like whatever, and then you came in and you did it when they called you.
Yeah.
When you say you had spicy margaritas, does that mean you finished whatever event you were doing at Tier Wadapalooza, and then you were like, hey, I'm going out with the fellas, the ladies, the boyfriend, and like, did you hit the club, Hattie? That's what I want to know.
So I wasn't even there to compete, actually. So we got there Thursday, and we were there for Engineer Nutrition, so a sponsor. So he was the hydration sponsor of Tier Wadapalooza. And we had 3 different booths there. We were on our feet all day, every day. But on Thursday, we got all set up, and then our sponsor asked us if we wanted to go to a little vendor party. So we all were really tired, but we were like, okay, let's just go for one drink. And then obviously we didn't just go for one drink. We had a few margaritas, a few whatever. And it was a super fun night. Next day, Wadapalooza, next day, same thing. I had told Saban and the crew that I was going to do Kill Taylor. And so I told myself, okay, on Saturday night, I'm not going to have a margarita at all. I won't have any margaritas. And then because those 3 days were just so tiring on our feet, I was like, you know what? I don't know if I want to do Kill Taylor anymore. I'm going to have a margarita tonight. So I only had 2 margaritas. We were at our Airbnb and we had a couple margaritas. So it wasn't crazy. But I still, had a couple margaritas, and Saban ends up calling me. I thought that I was going to get away with it. And then he called me and I was like, fine, I'll come and do it. But yeah.
Yeah, girl, you crushed it. It was awesome to watch. I mean, we didn't watching it live on like YouTube or whatever. It was a little tough there. Internet was all over the place. But what we did get to see was super cool. And we love you. Crazy fans. Like that was fun.
I appreciate it. It was pretty electric.
Yeah, it looked really cool. Do you like being in the stands, hanging out, walking around, seeing people, taking pictures, or did you like have an itch to get on the competition floor?
I mean, I had a bit of an itch, but I actually got to go do one event in the open division. So it was mixed pairs. This guy came and found me and asked if I could be his partner because the girl that he was with, her shoulder or something. So I got to do the erg shoot event, and that was kind of it satisfied my itch a little bit. But yeah, I really did like it, and I liked being there for my sponsor and just enjoying the weekend in a different way. And then there's different challenges. So 511 was having challenges in the sand. So I got to do some of those. And yeah, that was really cool. That was my first time touching one of those. So that was cool.
Fire.
That's really, really cool. Does it ever get weird for you to say like, I have sponsors and I have commitments and, that kind of stuff? Does it ever feel weird for you to say that?
I think sometimes it's just like a different world, and having to, when he asked me to go, I just thought, why not, be there for the sponsor? Because this is the first time I kind of done something like this. And I used to see other athletes do that, right? Like Annika went for Jim Reapers and Rain, you know what I mean? Where you see other athletes doing it, but I had never really done it before. And I'm really glad that I did, because again, I think that it was really great to get, his name out there and in a different way, not just on Instagram, where you're walking around and you're handing out hydration and you get to actually talk to people about it. I thought that was really cool, because I just have a love-hate with Instagram, where you feel like you're just like pumping out ads all the time, but you want to get their name out there. That's why I've been trying to be creative and do more fun videos, but it's also hard being creative when you're tired from training or tired from work, because I still work as well. So yeah, it is kind of weird, but I'm getting more used to it as the years go by.
Oh, let's get into social media, but let me play this first, because this is crazy. And when it came across my feed, I was like, what the hell is this?
Oh my God, this was so funny.
Oh, hold on.
I'm glad you guys liked it.
We just finished our L2. It took 84 years. No, it was just 2 days, but it was definitely eye-opening. I enjoyed it a lot, and I definitely took some nuggets away from it.
So good.
Is that what you're talking about? Like trying to have some more fun with videos?
Yeah, pretty much. But I second guessed posting that, because again, social media is so weird, and you think something funny is funny, and that one didn't even do really well. And then CrossFit asked to collaborate, and I was like, oh yeah, hell yeah, let's get more views from their thing. But I don't know, it's just such a push and pull, where you think you want the views, and then you're also like, actually, I don't really care. I don't know. We've
kind of learned we just kind of like to throw up what we like, and if we're kind of proud of it, then it is what it is, and it does what it does.
Yeah.
So,
and that's where I'm heading towards for the most part. You know what I mean? Where it's like, who cares if it's something you like, or if it's your personality? As long as you're sticking to who you are, then I think that you should just be proud of it. Because I used to just use Instagram as like a journal in pictures and videos, you know what I mean? Where it was more of just my life in pictures and videos. But now, yeah, it kind of has to be a little bit different. But again, I'm just trying to be myself for the most part.
It's part of your job. It's part of your brand. It's part of the commitment that you make to honor the sponsors that you have that support you, and what you love to do, and CrossFit and the events you go to. And, if you have people like CrossFit and your sponsors that are going to collab with you, when they You know what I mean? Like, and I think there's this idea that like we as fans, we're so judgmental and we're so like, well, I want Hattie to post this. And if she doesn't post this, then I'm going to be angry at this. And I know a lot of people talk about like
That's fair.
Everything is like advertisement, but that's a lot of who you are right now. That is where you are right now, of saying thank you to the very sponsors that give what they can, support you in the way that they do, so that you can go do all these things. And then we can go see you at events and we can go shake your hand and take a picture and do all those things and be there for that type of thing. And it's the balance that you have to figure out between the seasons that you're in. Before, it was you just going and hanging out and this is where I am today and this is what feels good for me to post today. And now it's like, hey, I have a commitment and I'm really proud of how far I've come and I'm really grateful to the people that support me. And if you want to continue to support me on social media, great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that takes time for you.
For sure. And it does. And I'm always learning, I feel like we probably are all learning, you know, and how to, because you don't want it to come out. I mean, I know I don't want it to come out salesy. I'm not trying to, I mean, yes, I want you to try the product that I believe in. I am with sponsors that I believe in. I'm not just going to sign with somebody because, you know, of a certain whatever, I'm going to get paid more or whatever. I still want to believe in the thing. And it's okay to like multiple things of the same thing. Cause I was using like Strike Movement shoes for a little bit and I really do like their shoes. But I also really like Tier shoes too. And they just happened to help me out during the game. So that was something that made sense to me, you know, kind of thing. But then you also think, oh, should I be doing that? Are you allowed to like two things? Yes, you are. Just as long as you're not being inauthentic, I guess. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hold up before because I want to go into the social media thing that you just said again, because I do. Joseph Ramirez, does Hattie have to stand on the counter to reach the top shelf too? Are you like 5'1" and we think you're like 5'8"?
No, I'm 5'4". But yes, I do like this weird, especially in my old place, I would put one foot up on the thing, hold my other foot up, and then like grab it sideways and come back down. I don't grab a chair or a stool. I do a weird,
Figure it
little
out.
climb to get up there.
Megan, it's water. This is my water. It's not.
What did she say?
She said, "Was it a chaser?" Because I had my Fit Aid first, and then I had water after.
Oh,
So.
can you do that? Is there an alcohol thing to chase Fit Aid? That's not
I would
good
not.
in the CrossFit space. That is not okay. It's not like a Red Bull and vodka. Like that's not okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's
I
good.
haven't had one of those in so long.
Oh God, nope. Vindicate, did Hattie think about going to Crash? Yeah, we're all heading to Crash in a couple weeks. Are you thinking?
Yeah. I'm pretty sad that I'm not going to be here because I would have loved to do it, but we're heading to Bali on Sunday.
Oh, fire.
Very nice.
That's amazing.
Very nice.
And we're gone for 2 weeks. So yeah, I just won't be here for it.
Bali.
Or not 2 weeks. Sorry, 2 months.
Oh, wait. Bali for 2 months because you're a CrossFit Games athlete with sponsors that now makes enough money to go to Bali for 2 months, or because you're like training in secret somewhere in some random
vacation.
Yeah, what is
I
happening?
think all of the above.
Yes.
Oh shit! Okay,
Yes.
let's go.
We actually lived in Bali during COVID for 10 months. So before COVID, we went for a month and we loved it. Went during COVID for 10 months. Went the year after for 6, the year after for 4, missed last year, and then now we're going for 2. So it just keeps getting smaller and smaller, but
because you keep getting bigger and bigger and like
making
Yep.
fire.
That's literally what it is though, because my boyfriend, he's like, oh, I just want to stay longer. And I keep telling him, I know I would love to as well, but I want to do this comp and be here for certain sponsors and stuff. Right. So it is kind of that I have an obligation. So
Garrett, oh, KDL, Garrett, you didn't watch the Bali Diaries on Clydesdale? No, I didn't.
What the heck?
I'm sorry. My bad. My
There's
bad.
so many podcasts.
Listen,
these days.
I'm
There's so many
trying.
of us.
I'm trying to be a professional podcaster. I'm not always like, I just want to talk to the person.
Yeah, you can't watch everything, so that's fair.
Hey, is this boyfriend? Do we like this boyfriend, or do you need
We like him.
Okay, we like him. All right, we're cool.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Yeah.
He's supportive. He packs your lunch and carries your bag, and when you go run down and do Kill Taylor, he's like, "Hey, babe, let me massage your legs afterwards." Like, we like him, right?
He could probably carry my bags a little bit more, but other than that, yes, he cooks for me and he supports me so much. And yeah, we both kind of sacrifice a little bit of, certain things for each other. So yeah,
That's awesome. Because if you need some lesbians to come down to crack some heads, we're
and just
my wife is 5'11", I'm 6 feet. Let's go. Like,
perfect.
we're here for it all day.
We can get the security Vindicate t-shirts.
Yeah.
Like we can just,
Okay.
we need. Yeah.
Yep. Nope. I'll flex the shoulders. I'll pump the shoulders
hold
up.
that
I'll do some push-ups and beef up a little bit. Like, it's all good.
So does he travel to competitions with you when he can?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, for the most part, he does. He takes time off. He's been to semifinals, to the games. He didn't come to my very first semifinals because of work. And my best friend told me, I'm not going to let that happen. So I'm coming with you. So that was really cool that she came with me to my very first semifinals. But other than that, he's come to everyone. So
I have to ask, because you hear stories of couples in competition settings and whatever. Do you guys stay in the same room? Do you have separate rooms? Does he go back in the warm-up area with you? Or do you have like a coach that goes like, tell us how the couple works?
Wait, hold on. This is a fascinating conversation, because when you ask dudes this, they'll be like, I have to sleep by myself because I don't want to get like, so
you're like Matt Frazier. I think they had different rooms or something, right?
Yeah. I think someone else did too. I forget who it was.
For women, do you have to do that? Like men usually say it because of the Rocky thing. Like they don't want to be around their women because they'll get like turned on or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like they don't want to like whatever, but like, do women? Is that why you put him in a different room? Like, is that?
I mean, it's crazy you say that, and it's hilarious because way back in the day, my ex, I remember we had sex before our soccer game, and he like scored 2 goals or something, and he was just like, I think that's what we gotta do before every
all the time. I mean, if it works, it works, right?
If it works, it works. So I don't know, something happened there, but I'm pretty chill. I like to be around people. For my first games, we had a lot of people in the house, and I'm really glad that we did, just because of what happened that year. I just needed that emotional support. That last year though, or this year, it was just him and I in a hotel room. I just kind of wanted to be a little bit more secluded. But no, I like to have him close. I like to have him there. And he cooked dinners for me, and he was just amazing.
Oh, we like him. Okay. Whenever he shows up anywhere, if we get to meet you anywhere, like high five, buy you a burger or whatever, like, let's go, bro.
He's a little shy at first, but yeah, just get in there, go give him a hug, and he'll open up.
That's crazy. He's shy because you are so not shy.
We're like total opposite in that way. I'm and then he is very reserved and chill. And
I wanted to ask you a little bit more about the social media thing, because I look at your social media and all of a sudden everybody is trying to take pictures of you, right? So everything's kind of this.
Yes.
Right? Like, and it's not you taking the pictures, right? It's like, it's other, like, and I mean, obviously there's other, but like,
yeah.
Is it when you collaborate with, like, there's a lot of people taking pictures of you, a lot of media, you can see it everywhere in the last like couple, it's really not you taking the pictures. It's, point and shoot, which I love point and shoot. I love
shout out
he's amazing.
He's awesome, but it's not really, So are you ever concerned about how they like portray you when they shoot all these photos? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not mad at the box jump photo at all. I think you look amazing in all of it. But like, does it ever concern you that they can just put up photos and then, or do you have a say in it at all?
So with Point and Shoot and Stutters, they were actually with us, staying in the same Airbnb. So they were with Engineered Nutrition. So we knew that they were coming around, taking photos and everything. So yeah, I trust them, and I'm okay with, I mean, until there's a problem, then there's no problem for me. I just, whatever. I'm totally fine with, I'm fine with them helping me and me helping them in any way. So especially these two dudes, they're really awesome. And I'm really glad that we did get to stay in the same Airbnb, because both of,
I'm not getting revved up. Shut up.
I'm
asking the question. Shut up. Oh, Ty Jenkins blocked us. Oh, yeah, we're blocked.
Does Ty Jenkins? Oh, sad.
No, no.
Sad.
No,
he
didn't block. No, he didn't block us.
Okay.
So it's just an inside joke. No, it's fire. Hi, Craig. What's up?
Hi.
But
yeah, I'm okay with it. Again, until there's a problem, then I feel like there isn't really a problem.
I don't think I asked this before you go, babe. How old are you?
I'm 34.
Okay, so
again, I'm getting old, like the little video that you saw.
I know, girl. We're getting there.
I'm gonna need my walker soon.
We're gonna need that soon, right?
Yeah.
So I loved how you talked about, like, Instagram in the beginning was kind of your own thing. You use it as a little bit of a journal. We always do like a day in the life, or what we think people would be interested in seeing about us and whatever. And then all of a sudden you get into CrossFit the way that you are, and you just springboard, and everybody's, like she said, everybody's taking pictures of you at the games, at these events. You're taking more pictures and videos of yourself and whatever. How was that transition for you when you realized, holy shit, people want to, one, see what I'm doing, care about what I'm doing, and they're always looking at me and looking at my body?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I do have days where I really think about it, and then other days where I'm just posting again what I want. Mm-hmm. I think in the end, I do need to just sit back and say, okay, is this something that I actually want, or is this something that I'm trying to put out there because of a certain reason? And if that reason isn't, again, what I want, then I don't need to be posting it. Because I even with stories, I think that I should post what I'm doing at this certain moment, and then I'll rewatch it and be like, why? They don't need to know every little thing that I'm doing, and then I'll delete it. I've done that so many times where it doesn't really serve a purpose, and I think, I don't know. It is a weird transition. And again, I think I'm going to be always learning about what I need to post or what I want to post, or I don't know. Instagram's a mind fuck, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about this with other people, and the chat will know, and they'll blow me up for talking about it again. But just you kind of were older when you came into not old, but like you had a whole job before this. You had a whole like life, ex-boyfriend, everything, right? And these kids are kind of coming into it at a very young age in their teens.
That's where she's getting at.
And they just don't understand what it is. Whereas like you have coping mechanisms to deal with it as you're trying to navigate the social media world. And these young girls just don't.
I know. I always think it would be so hard to start. I always thought I wanted to start this sport younger, but I'm actually really glad of all the things that I went through first, because I don't know how I would have dealt with it either. I feel like I would have been close to, like where Mal or Emma were, because Emma took some time off too for, mental health stuff. And it's just like, I feel like I'd be similar to that if I hadn't, had my party stages or had my ex-boyfriend who cheated on me and, like all this stuff. I just think sometimes, you know, I feel like, oh, I wish I never went through some of this stuff, but then I really think about it and I'm really grateful and happy that I did, because, you know, now like you said, I have these coping mechanisms and I'm able to sit back and look at the grand picture and, you know, not let certain things get to me, or, you know, focus on what I want rather than what I think other people want, if that makes sense.
And that's the thing. It's like, oh, I just put up a shit post. I didn't really like that post, but I put it up in the moment because I thought I liked it, but it was shit. It's not like life ending if you do that. You know what I mean? And you have that capability. Whereas I think some of these young kids just don't have those capabilities. They just think it's life ending.
Right. Yeah, and they do. And it's even as far as, you know, I've been working on this for years where, you know, certain movements went out and I thought that I had to post about what my opinion was, a political movement or this movement or whatever it is. I've always felt like, oh, I have to have a side. And I never really knew how to make, I know this sounds crazy, but I never really knew how to make my own opinion growing up because I was the baby out of 6 kids. And my older siblings just always told me what to do, or, you know, and I was just the little annoying youngest, the spoiled youngest who never really got to form my own opinion. And so over time, that's what I'm really trying to do, where think about something before you post about it. Again, is this what you want, you know, for yourself? And who cares if it's going to get 1,000 likes or 2 likes? Like, it doesn't matter. If it's something that, you know, fills your cup, then cool. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think that's the area that we're in now, right? It doesn't matter what genre you're in. If you're in CrossFit, if you want to talk about politics, if you want to talk about sports, if you want to talk about men, if you want to talk about women, you say something. And if your first thought is, oh shit, I'm about to lose, I mean, for some of these big creators, like 2,000 followers or whatever, because I said what I actually think.
Yeah.
That's a, oh God, like, do I just go into the echo chamber or to save my followers, or do I actually post what I think? And that's tough, dude.
And believe what you are saying. It's like, that's why I think some people don't like Savon, and then obviously some people like him because he'll just say what he means, and he sticks to his guns. It's like same with Dave Driscoll. I don't know if you guys know him from Bali, but he also, the other day he just posted, oh, I just lost like 5,000 followers or something because I posted something that, you know, I don't remember what it was, but he's said this a couple times that he's lost so many followers because he's stating what he believes in. And I think it is like the CrossFit stuff, you know, don't eat sugar, eat this, blah, blah, blah. He'll state that, but he has always believed in that, and he will never waver from it because that's what he believes in. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so he's kind of sticking to what he believes in, I guess.
That's awesome.
I'm a lot like you. So I'm the youngest in my family, but I also come from a very big family, and I always kind of just I was like a wave chaser or a wave follower. Like wherever the waves took me here, I would go there, and the waves took me here and I would go there. And, you know, when I came out, I went that way. And then when I became a mom, I went this, you know what I mean? Like you just kind of follow wherever the waves take you, the wind blows and whatever. And, you know, the crazy thing is when Garrett had this idea to do this podcast, it was like, oh, we're going to be on a podcast and we're going to start to figure out our own opinions on a lot of things. And so we're kind of doing that publicly. And it's like, it's very interesting to, first of all, hear myself be like, okay, I could think about it this way, or like my mind is being changed a little bit, but I also love that some of my beliefs are still very firm and almost more grounded than they were before.
Because you learn more about what you want. And when you do hear someone else's opinion the other way, you're like, oh yeah, that is what I believe is what is in here. But it's okay if we change our mind. We don't know anything until we hear. Yeah, it's always okay to change your mind. If you're hearing something from this person, then sit back and be like, okay, what do I believe out of that? What do I not, you know, I don't know.
Yeah. Or even if like I feel not necessarily change my beliefs, but even if like you and I disagree and you explain something to me in a certain type of way, and I'm like, okay, I can completely understand that and I can completely have empathy for the way that you're feeling. My beliefs might not change, but I have
Right.
empathy for the way that you're feeling. Like,
Yeah.
that's okay to do
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
You know, like, we don't have to always agree, but I can also, like, I can sympathize with you. I can feel what you're feeling. I can be like, okay, you saw that. That's how you felt. I get it. I understand that
Yeah.
that's why you felt that way. And people just aren't
Yeah.
willing to do that in any genre.
No,
Like,
I know, I agree. And like Corey said, never stop learning. That's just it, is just keep learning and try to figure out what, you know,
yeah.
what you believe.
And I think it's also very interesting to see people like Sev and, you know, Joe Rogan and PBD and a lot of people that are out there that are just very strong in their beliefs and understand that people are going to come and go. And I think that's very
Right.
encouraging in a way for people, because not saying you always agree with what they're saying, not always agree with how they say it and whatever, but it's really cool to see people just being very strong.
Yeah.
And it's like,
For
oh
sure it
shit,
is.
I can get there too. I can
Yeah.
get there too, strong in my beliefs, strong in what I feel, and still be able to have conversations like you guys said. And we might not agree, but the strength to be completely authentically who you are is
Yeah.
really cool to see other people do that.
Mm-hmm. And it does make you a little bit stronger in a way, because again, when you see other people doing that, then it gives you kind of permission to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
hey, since we're in this, I mean, I want to get to the burning question about Trista and Mason, but since we're still in this general vicinity, I want to, how did you feel when the fracture kind of happened between the athletes with CrossFit and like not CrossFit? You know what I mean? Like, did
Like
that,
with the death and all
yeah,
of that. I mean, obviously at first I felt confused and sad and frustrated and all of that. But in my eyes, I looked at it as, so with firefighting, I learned to become a leader. I read a book by Jocko Willink, is that how you say his last name? Jocko, whatever. He's like a SEAL. It's called Extreme Ownership.
yeah.
And it pretty much just says own your shit. And to be a good leader, you need to own your own shit. And for me, I did not like that everyone was just pointing fingers. Pointing fingers, let's fire Dave, let's fire this person, let's be mad at CrossFit. Yes, CrossFit could be better. We already know that they got cut costs or whatever, so they didn't bring as much safety out. Okay, that's a problem for sure. But we're all just going to sit here and point fingers and not take any accountability, saying that I am also an athlete and I decided to come here to do this. And I actually really enjoyed that event. Yeah, it was hard, but that's why I'm doing this, to do hard things. So I just think, and nobody's talking about how him and his brother did the event first. And so there's just like all these things that I think, hey, why are we not taking accountability as athletes? Instead, we're just pointing fingers at everyone. I just think that everyone wants to find they want to say that it's someone else's fault. If something goes on, then it's always someone else's fault. It's never, and that's just not what I learned in firefighting. Like, I'll tell you this funny story of the first real thing that happened within my crew. So I was a leader for 4 years, and I firefighted.
Yeah.
I firefought for 6 years, and I was a leader for 4. So I was one of the first female firefighters up there, and this was all because the guys up there said that I wasn't gonna go far, wasn't gonna do this. Yeah, you tell me not to do something, I'm gonna freaking do it.
Hold
Anyways,
my motherfucking beer, bitch.
hold that beer, I'm doing it.
And I'll be up here and you'll be 25,000 steps behind me. But let's go, motherfucker. Love it.
So
wait, is Jocko, hold on. Is Jocko not a SEAL?
Jocko's a SEAL.
Is Jocko a SEAL?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corey
Okay.
was being funny.
Oh,
A
you're being a
seal,
dork. All
a
right, don't mess
seal
with me. I'm at.
balance a ball on the nose like a seal.
Yeah, I get
Okay.
it. You can save me any day, Hattie. CK.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
So just like a tiny look into being a leader, and I'm not perfect, but this is me learning from after reading that book of, okay, I need to take ownership. I need to take ownership. So we went out to this tower one day to go clean up, whatever, mow the lawns. When it's really low hazard, they make us do these crazy, weird side jobs. So we went out there to make this place look really nice. We knew that the higher ups were going the next day. So we're mowing the lawn, blah, blah, blah. One of my crew members decides to draw a giant dick in the grass with the lawnmower. Giant. So I see that he does it and it's almost close to, like, we have to get in the helicopter and head home. So I just thought, okay, haha, funny. It is kind of funny. We need to mow that tomorrow because the higher ups are coming. And I knew we were coming back the next day, but I also know that things can change like this as well. So I didn't have him clean it up. We get up in the helicopter. Yeah, it's funny. I'm laughing. But then next day, we have to go out and do something different. I think go on a fire, whatever it was. So we're not going back out there. And I just, oh no. So the higher ups end up going out there. They see this giant dick. I get called to the office. My boss was just like, okay, we need to know who did this and why didn't it get cleaned up? And I just said, it doesn't matter who did it. It was my fault. I should have told them to clean it up. You know, I'm not going to out one of my guys, and I'm super sorry, and that will never happen again. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. And when I went back to my crewmates, they're like, did you rat on so-and-so? And I just said, nope, I told them it was my fault, blah, blah, blah. And from then and there, they respected me more as a leader and knew that, hey, we're all in this together and we're going to work together. And our dynamic just started going like this from there. You know what I mean? Because they could trust me. And it was just about me taking the ownership of not communicating enough, not doing this. Because that's another thing is with that event at the games, oh, why didn't they give us a better safety thing? Why didn't they do this? We also could have expressed a little bit more as well if we were feeling unsafe or whatever. You know what I mean? It's a two-way street. Yeah. Yes, they could have had better measures, but we also could have, expressed. Communication is always key in my eyes. So I don't know. I didn't really like all the names. That's like the longest. I'm sorry. I just gave you like the longest.
No, we love it. We're here for it. We're here for it.
But
it was crazy to me because it felt like two factions formed after that, and it kind of sucks. And it's like, we all want the same thing. We like everybody. I think the athletes, I mean, I don't know. You're the athletes. Do you want to go do like the WFP season and the CrossFit Games season together? Do you just want everybody to be one big happy family? Is there like, I would hope everybody would want to be one big happy family, but then Corey will yell at me and so will Joseph and so will Kenneth and like.
I mean, it would be nice to bring it back to the old days where it was, just grassroots fun and community driven and just, if we all were a happy family. But I mean, that definitely did divide. So I don't know what the next years are going to bring. I think some people are kind of shaking in their boots because they said some things that maybe they didn't mean. And I think that it happens. We get emotional and then we kind of go a certain way and then maybe we change our mind. Again, it's okay to change your mind and it's okay to try different avenues. So I think, yes, I'm upset with how some things went, but also people can try other things. So if that's what they want to do, then I feel like we also can't judge some of the athletes trying a different thing because they think that that's going to be best for them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And also like, Vindicate, the games this year was a vibe. And didn't miss anybody who wasn't there. But I'm also very much a person that's like, hey, if you got so pissed and your emotions were so high that you did some crazy shit, but now you're like, oh crap, I fucked up. I was emotional. I was sad. I was hurt. I was pissed. I was all those things. And now you're like, oh fuck yeah, I want to come home. Like, I think that's okay too. You know what I mean?
1 second. I got to grab, I did not realize my battery's almost out. Let me just grab my charger quick. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's
She didn't realize she was going to like this podcast that much.
I know. She was like, I'll give them like 20 minutes.
She's like,
That's it.
Yeah, they got 30 minutes. Personal accountability is, oh God, Corey. Should I bring up your dad jokes? What's up, Clock? Where have you been at?
Don't run out of batteries. Don't run out of batteries.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
Women definitely can't run out of batteries. If women run out of batteries, we get upset. Like, that's not a thing that we can do.
Yeah.
Well, at least us.
Holy shit.
And Garrett, how many of the I'm outs have you say I was wrong?
You meant heard.
Heard. Have you heard? Heard. Have you heard say they were wrong? I vindicate. Like, look, I get it. And if they didn't say they were wrong and they're still shouting from the rooftops or they like, I'm just a big, I don't know. Maybe people have told me this before that like I have, who told me this? I have too big of a soft spot for people that just kind of want to slide back in, and that there's no punishment or there's no like, hey, just say like I was wrong. I let them get away with that. That's fair. If you think that that's the type of person I am, that's fair. I tend to give people a lot of chances. So
I mean, yeah, I don't think that there necessarily needs to be punishment. It would be cool if they said, hey, I'm wrong. Because guess what? It's okay to say that you're wrong sometimes. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm sure that would be cool. But I don't know. Who knows what the right way of doing things is?
Yeah, I don't.
Again, them pointing fingers at Dave or whatever, they maybe thought that was the right thing. You know what I mean? So who is it to say that? Like, we can't judge to say, no, that's wrong, because maybe in their head, they think that is the right thing to do. So yeah, it's very frustrating. And I don't think that that's not what I would do, because I don't think that pointing fingers is
the
thing that I would want to do. I don't know.
Jeremy, of course, I've never been wrong ever. Of course, you haven't been ever wrong ever. But they're still wrong. Oh, okay. Yeah. CK. Sure. Yeah. I get it. I know. And the holding, I think for us, the holding your personal accountability, like, I think that's a big thing for all of us. Like, that's what we all care about. That's why we like CrossFit, because he's never been right either.
Yeah. Jan, why are you yelling, Jan? What's with the cats?
Yeah.
Why are we yelling? We excited?
I hold grudges. Okay, that's
why
fair.
are we yelling?
I just think that some people don't want to come to the table and have a conversation about what they're feeling and whatever. And I also think a lot of people live in this, well, if I'm right, that means you're wrong. And if you think you're right, then you're telling me that I'm wrong. And that's not, I don't think that is something that a lot of us want to do. I'm sure that there are people that want to just always be right. But I think when it came to that, and I always said that, I said, what you guys went through at the games was such an emotional experience that none of us that were not at the games could ever imagine what that feels like. And to make the choice to continue to compete, to not continue to compete, what those emotions must have looked like, you know, there for the rest of the weekend, and then after, and then everything that happened when the sides really split and all of that type of stuff. But I think that there's room more for conversations than not. And if people are willing to have the conversations, then I think that we can get farther, even if nothing changes, even if this one doesn't come back, this one is anti this and whatever. That's why I always had a hard time, just as a fan, believing that some athletes wanted the CrossFit Games to survive. You know, again, I'm just a fan.
Wanted them to survive or didn't want them to survive?
No, or people saying that they didn't want the CrossFit Games to end, but the actions behind it made it seem like that they didn't want them to survive, that they wanted to get rid of the CrossFit Games completely.
Right.
So, and again, I'm just a fan, but when you're saying one thing and you're like, I'm just doing this for myself, but then every other action after that, it seems like is every attack that you possibly could have on CrossFit and the CrossFit Games and stuff like that. It was always hard for me to be like, okay, I don't really believe
what you're saying,
so, but again,
I think things just happened, people were just very emotional. It's even like they wanted all these things done so fast, but what was firing Dave right then and there going to do? Rather than, hey, you want all these things, these changes with CrossFit, they listened, they brought back quarterfinals, they brought, there's some things that they did change. So they have listened, but we wouldn't have known that until this season has started. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yep, that's fair.
Yeah.
And then the other thing too, is I always say this, do I want to be right or do I want to be married? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Do I want to have the conversation
She does say
with my wife? Or am I just going to sit here and fight until I'm blue in the face to prove that I'm right? You know what I mean?
And that's funny that you say that, because I was just going to say, it's actually opened my eyes that when I'm having a conversation with my boyfriend, he'll see things so differently than me. That doesn't mean that it's wrong. You know what I mean? And I look at it, instantly I'm like, that's so wrong. How are you seeing it like that? But in his head, it's not wrong.
Yeah.
He's just seeing something so differently, and I would go about it a different way. So who's right?
You don't know. Yeah.
Are we going to get to the same place? Maybe.
Eventually.
Yeah, like, do we want to?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We want to get
It's such a weird concept, because it's just like everyone's brains work differently. So that's why I say, is something wrong if that's what you believe? But that's why conversation is great, because we can see it through different eyes and choose to let it in, or maybe we don't. Maybe we're like, no, you're still crazy. I don't understand how you see things that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right, CK. She does not. My wife agrees with everything I say.
I highly doubt that.
Yeah, I highly doubt that shit too. D Reed, same thing. Can't wait to see you at Crash, bro.
Yep.
It means he's right. No, it means your wife's right. Judy, where are you, Judy?
Yeah, you're right. I'm always right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's.
We just got deep.
Yeah, we did.
On a couple things.
We just got so deep. No, let's go to. I wanted to ask you this.
Always right.
The firefighting. You're not like a Sam Briggs firefighter. You're like a completely different wildland. Like there's just like acres and acres and acres of trees and brush and everything on fire.
Yeah.
How do
I
you
go out in the bush?
You go out in the bush. Oh, you are on the right podcast right now. This is the podcast for you.
Perfect.
What? How do you get into that? You Canada, Alberta?
Yeah, Alberta, super north. So where I live in the south, there's not many trees unless you go out to the mountains. So it's just farmer's field for as far as the eye can see. So I didn't even really know it was a job. And then my ex, he was doing it at the time. So after college, I just decided to try, because I still had student loans and stuff, and it does pay pretty well. It's just a summer job though. So yeah, I tried and I went up there and fell in love. So yeah, did it for 6 years, fell in love with it.
And you're not on a CrossFit level. You're just like, hey, I want to train to do crazy helicopter like maneuvers or whatever. I don't know, what. And
yeah, so I was kind of,
this is fun. No girls like, hey, this is fun.
There were a couple girls up there, but yeah, there weren't many. I don't know. I've always liked to work hard and get down and dirty. So it is a dirty job when you're out there and like you're carrying these packs for a couple kilometers into the fire. So I just love grunt work like that. And then you get to fly in helicopters every day, which was really cool. And then I was kind of dabbling in CrossFit at the time. So at the time, I went up there and we didn't really have a great gym, but we had tires to flip. We had, all the dumbbells and a squat rack and all of that. Just no pull-ups or anything. But over a couple of years, I actually ended up building a lifting pad outside. I hung my rings there was 2 trees and we put a board across, hung my rings up. So yeah, and it was crazy because everyone up there were partiers for the first couple of years. I mean, including me too. And then I kind of just started getting more and more into CrossFit. And
wait, everybody up there was
partying.
Oh, like legit partying, like y'all were just kind of
we would drink. Yeah, we would drink a lot. We would
like a frat,
after shift, we would just sit by the fire and have nights where we would drink all night, and yeah, we would
get up and do it again.
Party pretty hard, and then we would get up hungover and go fight forest fires. And yeah.
Wait, how old are you now? You're early 20s?
34 right now. Oh
no. When this was,
so 6 years ago, I haven't fought for 6 years, and then I did for 6 years. So what is that? Like 28.
So 12.
22. Yeah. So I think I started when I was 22.
All right. So you still have the body where you can drink all night, and then and your body's like, okay, we can just jump up in the morning and go do ridiculous shit. Okay, cool. That's
pretty much.
I want. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Cool. And then like 2 to 3 years into it, I started training a lot harder, and it kind of trickled to other people where they wanted to get fit. And it was really cool because everyone wanted to work out with me. And, we would do lots of crew workouts, but then also the other crews wanted to join in too. So it kind of turned into a bit more of a fitter camp up there. But yeah.
That's so awesome. And then you said the dudes just started, there was a moment where the guys just started to be like, okay, we can get with this chick. She like takes responsibility. She does like, and you guys were just chill after that. There was no more dude hazing. Because I can remember so much dude hazing. Yeah,
there was a lot of hazing up there for sure. But yeah, because I think on my first year, I never really lived the hick life. Like they've all got big lippers in, and they hunt and they fish. And I had gone fishing a couple times with my dad, but I didn't really do any of that. And so I think they looked at me and just said, "Oh, that's so and so's girlfriend. She's not making it very far up here." And so I wanted to prove them wrong. So I worked hard. And after my second year, which was, it was huge to become a leader, especially in your third year. And I was one of the first female leaders up there. So it was actually one of the guys who I butt heads with the first year who came up to me, and he had something in his hands, and he just came up and said, "I've got a secret for you. You can't tell anybody for a couple of days." And so I just thought, okay, what is it? Because whatever, we butt heads, and he's just a little shithead. He ends up putting this thing in my hand, and I look, and it was a leader patch, Helitack leader. And I just started crying. Are you serious? Like, I get that. And it was just such a cool time. Yeah.
Was he like, "Oh, you're crying, I have to take this back right now"?
He's like, give me that. Yeah.
That's what dudes do. That's why, Jeremy, are you PMSing right now? We can't do math now?
No.
Math is hard.
No.
What? I mean, we could probably do math. I don't know if we can carry your big ass over a line if you're dead weight, but like.
Jeremy.
Don't worry, I did that exact thing to Jeremy the other day.
He's a shit disturber.
He is.
He is.
Okay.
Absolutely is.
So what gets you, how do you have this like cool as shit life, you're just chilling in the woods, like hanging out, jumping out of like helicopters, putting out fires, being the savior of Canada. And so
of the trees.
Yeah, like I just picture you as like Robin Hood or some shit in the, not Maid Marian, Robin Hood, definitely Robin Hood, but like
Robin Hood.
Yeah, I just picture you out there saving the weak and the poor. But so how does now like, oh, I'm not gonna do this anymore, I'm gonna go make it at the CrossFit.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna make CrossFit my my
It-
goal.
My career, my everything.
Yeah,
It was a tough decision, to be honest, because I loved that job so much. My last year, we had a really, really insane year, and it kind of, I don't know, it took a lot out of me mentally and physically. And so I just thought, okay, I think that this is the year that I pass it on to, whoever, my second years, third years, whatever. And I really try to push for the CrossFit Games. And again, it was a really hard decision, but I just thought, okay, I want to put in a few years. I'm not getting any younger. So I just decided to put my all into it. Again, it wasn't easy, but I did it. And here we are.
I was saying, look
scary.
at you now.
First couple of years, scary. Like,
for sure, because I'm not going anywhere. It felt like, I wasn't making it. But I just put my head down and just kept trucking along.
Because like the athletes from Canada at this point are kind of big now, right? You have Brent, you have Vellner, Adler, Rolf, yeah,
Emma Lawson.
Who's the other one? She's not in it anymore. I'll think of her name. Hold on.
Who's the someone in the chat tell me who's the proven coach? Oh, Latondra. Like she came out of Canada. The Canadians are big now. Do you go try to talk to any of them? Do they help you out? Anybody take you under their wing? Anything like that?
Yeah, Brent has been pretty amazing. He's actually from the same town as me, so he's here right now, and he trained with me yesterday and the day before, and we've had some really good chats, and he's always wanting to help in any way. So I think he's been really amazing, especially the first year that I made it. Actually, he gave me a few, tidbits at semifinals, and I really appreciated that because, that was a crazy weekend.
You make any changes this year? Are you just doing exactly what you did last year? And the year before, you're just like, hey, I see this trajectory and I'm not changing shit. You're not getting a dog.
Well,
you're going to buy a house. Like, are you changing, like, you getting a fish? Like, what? Are you doing anything crazy?
Do y'all want to be the first to know something?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's go. Glitten things. What?
So I changed coaches.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. And we're just seeing what happens. And it was really, really hard because my coach and I had really, really, really like a great relationship. And it's like a breakup, man. But when you feel like this new thing, when you feel it in your heart of hearts, then you can't run away from that. And that was the hardest part. Was I honestly thought testing out this new coach, I'd be like, I think I'm just going to stay. But again, when it's in your heart of hearts and you feel like that is the right decision, then you just have to go with it. You know what I mean? So I changed coaches and we're just trying something new and we're going to see where it takes me.
Can we ask who
do we get the name?
The new coach?
I'm with Jeff with Brute.
Okay.
Very nice.
All right. Now Brute's putting out some champions right now. So like, I mean, you can't deny that. Was it anything? Yeah. It was nothing that your old coach did wrong. It's just something that you need to explore now. And you are kind of feeling like, hey, I just want to ride this wave and I'm going to try to, is that kind of what it is? Like that coach didn't do
pretty much. Yeah. No, he didn't do anything wrong. I think just we both were learning, and especially me being injured last year, there was maybe stuff that we both could have done a little bit better, but it's not specifically, oh, you did this wrong. It's just trying something new. And especially as I'm getting older, there's just a couple things why this new coach, things are feeling good, and hell of a ride, girl is right. Like, I love you, Tristan, so much.
There we go. See, nothing but love out here. We're just all loving trying to make the space better, right?
And that's the thing. We have a great relationship, and I do love him as a friend, and he's gotten me to where I am now, and I'll forever be grateful for that. So yeah.
And it's great.
That's freaking
when
awesome.
you have someone that wants to see you succeed and and be
Exactly.
there to support in whatever capacity that looks like. You know, he got you where you are. He's been there for the beginning part and the big ride and all that type of stuff. And now he gets to still support you on your next journey, you know, and still be a part of it without being on that, you know, that team, but he's still on your team. And I think that is really cool between athletes and coaches, is that, you know, sometimes as coaches it's difficult. I mean, I've never coached like an elite athlete, but like you can feel that as a coach, like when people move on and they try somebody new and they're like, hey, I have to do this, or something about it, I just have to do this. And it's tough to watch them go, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but we still get to support and be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's really, really cool.
And also too, like you podium at the games, or you get top 5 at the games, like I'm sure y'all are gonna go get a beer, hug it out. And Corey Leonard, goddamn, can you?
It's okay, he laughed. Just the laugh. It's
Okay.
all good.
Tristan laughed. Okay, we're all good. I was like, Corey, what the fuck?
A regular person on what? But no, he can't. Like, and that's how Corey is in my DMs too. So it's fair. That's just him. I love him to death.
And that's how Jeremy is in everyone's DM too. Like,
exactly.
what?
Yes. Jeremy
never smelt once, so no, just kidding.
Jeremy is the same person in the DMs that he is in the chat. Like, it's fire. That's great.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all. We love y'all.
Yeah.
Corey is the real shit distributor.
Yeah.
Corey is the white meat. Oh God, here we go. All right, and we're gonna derail the whole podcast at 106.
We're just gonna read their shit the whole time.
You know what happens? 3 women are having feelings on a podcast, and the men have to get in here and be and fuck it all up. Like
always.
Every single time. It's all right. It's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
What's next? You're going to Bali for 2 months. And then what? You're just getting ready for the Open. You're just, all your training is set up for the Open. And are you going to do, and don't yell at me, Wadapalooza? I don't know what it's called now. Is it still called that?
Reaper Wadapalooza?
Something, I don't know.
Hey, I'm wearing a Reaper shirt right now.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, I think I will go to Wadapalooza. That's definitely on the radar. I'm doing a local comp here in Calgary when I get back from Bali, and that's kind of all I got on the radar. I'm trying to take it real chill because last year I got hurt, and so I don't want to crush myself like I did last year. I just put too much on my plate, and I realized that, so I'm going to be smart.
Any no, you know what? It's all good. Oh, do you know anything about Trista and Mason? That's the other thing. Are they going on a date? Does it matter if Mason wins Crash, or are they going on a date anyway? Hear anything?
I don't know anything. I just saw the Instagram stuff about it. I thought it was pretty hilarious.
It's pretty. It's cute. Mm-hmm. It's adorable.
That'll be cute if they actually do, though.
Is that a thing? Like, your boyfriend's not? He never gets. Well, and here we are towards the end of the show. Never gets nervous. You're around you're around all these hot, sweaty CrossFit Games athletes that like nothing. No.
I mean, he says no. I don't know. He doesn't talk about his feelings too much. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know, man.
He's like, I'm just happy I have.
Yeah. And I think obviously he trusts me. I trust him. So I think when you have that trust, then yeah. I mean, it took me a while. I've been cheated on a few times with exes. And, after that, the trust, it's hard to gain, but he is very trustworthy. And, yeah, we have a really great relationship. So.
Damn, that's another one. Who freaking cheats on Hattie Kanyo? Like, you can't, like, what? Mm-hmm. That's just not even a thing, dude. Like, you cheat on me, not Hattie Kanyo.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, girl. I mean, I had a bunch of other stuff, but this was just
This
too
was
cool
fun. This
and
was
too
really
Yeah, it
cool.
was fun. We got deep. We had some laughs.
Yeah.
Went all over the place. I love it.
Welcome to the Gluten Things
Yeah.
podcast. That's what we do.
It's so good.
Initiation.
That's what we do. So
Thank you so much. And like, hopefully have a great trip to Bali. Hopefully we'll get you back on when the season
definitely
Part
a
two.
part
Sure.
2.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely a part 2. And hopefully we'll eventually be at an event where we can meet you in person. So
Are you guys going to Wadapalooza?
we're going to Crash and
Yeah.
we're going to Herd Fest. So
Okay.
we're going there. And
But
then I guess we're kind of see where the games is this year.
yeah, if we can save up for the games, if the games, it depends on where
Okay.
the games is, but if that's kind of crazy expensive, then we might save up for Wadapalooza to be able to go to Wadapalooza. But
Yeah.
And where are you?
New York.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
so we got to go to Albany. I got to see you
Yeah,
at
that's
Albany.
cool.
I mean, I didn't
Yeah,
get to
yeah.
actually see you, but I was like, oh shit, Hattie Kanyo.
Mhm.
I felt like I was all over the place. So having that athlete area over in that other area kind of felt weird in that sense where we were just very disconnected. But I mean, it was nice in some ways, but yeah.
We missed that
Yeah.
whole area.
Yeah,
So
we had-
I just thought that the front part and then everything that was inside. And I was like, oh, maybe it's just the venue. There's not too many spaces.
Right.
But inside, when you were up inside, there were still venues and there were still people selling stuff. So I just assumed because of where it was and that all
Right.
of the walking on the outside of the building was where you guys were, not realizing that you guys were on like the other side. So like
Yeah.
she met Rolo. I didn't get to meet Rolo because I never went or he like came over one time to
Yeah.
hang out
Right.
whatever she was. And it was like, wait a second. Or there's apparently this store that was over there. Fit Aid was over there. Like everything was over there.
yeah, these
And,
Yeah, it
guys,
was kind of a weird.
Yeah.
these guys found you. They took Megan
And Meg didn't
Joseph
let anybody
and-
know
yeah, they
what
took
was happening.
Okay.
No.
they took pictures with all y'all.
Yeah.
Like they literally
Nice.
have pictures with every single one of y'all. Like
Let a girl know.
Because there was the area that you could go up to the vendors, and then we kind of were all over here. But I don't know. It was just, it was good, but it
Yeah,
was just a little weird.
that's where we ran into Hattie. She was our first games athlete pick.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, y'all could have let somebody know. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Couple minutes. You guys got any questions for her? And then
Yep.
we're out. If you have anything, we're gonna
Oh,
let.
Judy.
Oh, there we
Did
go.
you feel like you were in a fishbowl? How everyone could walk by and see the athletes in your hangout area?
Yeah, kind of. Everyone's sneaking in there, like, oh, and then they were waiting for us, and yeah, it was cool though.
Oh, we got to Jenna Haka took us by the chalk pants. Okay, I'll get there, Kenneth. Jenna Haka took us by where you guys were kind of like warming up. That was a little ass warm up area. Were you guys good with that? That shit was tiny. How long did that
It was
take?
little.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Oh, was that in the venue or in the
Inside.
athlete
Like
area?
Inside.
no, inside underneath
venue.
Like when you walked around the bottom of the venue, like
So
on the
that was our
inside.
second warm up area. So
Oh,
that was
okay.
more of just, to kind of do a couple more reps before. But yeah, that was pretty small.
Yeah, it was. I was like, oh, and then wait, Kenneth, what's your question? Something about chalk hand pants? Oh yeah, you should make chalk hand pants. Are you gonna do
No.
that?
Oh, yeah, we
Where-
could do that because I always slap my ass before a big. Hey, that's a good idea. I like that.
Where you at?
Indicate.
Yep, where
Pants.
you
I would buy the sweatpants. Don't send me no tight ass like female
Leggings?
workout. No, I don't want that. If you're gonna make it into like sweatpants or something, I'll totally buy.
at? I'll wear the
those.
leggings.
TK
That'd
Kevin,
be sick.
I'd buy
Yeah.
Yeah, and like it
They
just
would sell so well.
and it just said like
I'd
Hattie
buy
the baddie on top of one handprint.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that'd be fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hattie the
There.
baddie.
Yes.
Okay,
No,
we
Matt.
gotta do it.
No, Matt. she's
It
not
could be
going.
like in a tattoo. It could be like a tattoo. Hattie.
Yes.
Yeah, the baddie.
Hell yeah.
That'd be fire.
Look at that. Making merch.
All right, guys.
No.
Thank you for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. we don't want to keep her too long. She's got stuff to do, and she was nice enough with all of the stuff that she's had to do this week with the moving and all that stuff
To come hang with us.
to come hang with us for a little while.
Yep.
If you want, the boys are hanging out on Thursday with Pat Vellner in the middle of the day.
Tomorrow.
Thursday.
Nice.
Today's
Yeah,
Wednesday.
today. Oh shit! Today is Wednesday. Okay, so tomorrow,
Yeah.
the boys are hanging out with Patrick Vellner. I think at 1 or 2 o'clock EST. Go check that out. Hit that notification button. Then we're having Thirsty Thursday with Ali Shiver in the afternoon to talk about, I don't know, labias and whatever else girls talk about. So come hang out with us in the afternoon if you want. The vag talk, and then otherwise we'll see y'all. We'll see y'all over the weekend.
Yep. We'll see you
Thanks. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, guys.
Love y'all.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Deuces. Oh.